It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Pack on Monday night.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his first look is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Little trouble thus far in their opening drive as they come up a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 50, it's Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. That catch good for only a couple.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers again now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now gone. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And the Lions, 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him started on 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we sit, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. Route running savvy and toughness is a premium for that name.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line will struggle to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. To look that way, we'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 41, Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side, this is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Romeo Okwara able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Crosby puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Raymond now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's Goff and the Lions, trailing 17-10, a little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Goff now to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now it's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Remember, they had a nice gain in the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Goff. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark.